As y'all can see right now, we got the camera, the light camera that's in front of us. So I'm gonna do another motivational video for y'all. I think it might go probably on the second channel or the main channel. I don't know where this will go. In today's video, I'll talk about always remembering the good times and how it can offset you and make you a better person. So if you are new, hit like button, comment, subscribe. But honestly, yeah, I want the good old times back. Time flies, man. It's back in like summer 16 days, and now it's summer 2022. That's 6 years ago. But 2016 was a blast. I wish I could do that again. That's when I was in grade 9, going into high school, going through all the traumas and shit, and going through the stress of going to high school. But I didn't really feel a bad issue. I felt it was a very good, impactful experience for me, and I got through the transition very well. Honestly, with schooling, too, I was a very good student. I wish I could go back to going to school where I could meet people and having people to meet every day. That was very cool too. But like I said, time flies. You gotta grind and you gotta work. Like I'm working now, and going back to school will be a priority, but not right now. But just know, always remember the good times. Like for example, I always remember the good times when I would have my family, when I would have sleep with my boys, and I would have just time alone, and many other things. Like honestly, like for example, I really wish I can go back and play with the homies, but I just wish I can go back to the good times. I wish I can go right back. I wish I can go back to when I was a kid, when there was no stress, there was no tension. It would just be me doing my own thing and just having fun and living life each and every day. But that's the way our life is, man. You gotta count your blessings each and every day, and you gotta accept everything with a grain of salt. But yeah, like whenever anyone asks you to go out, really, if you can, go out. Because going out, honestly, whether it's partying, whether it's drinking, whether it's going out to eat, whether it's going on, really just accept any offer you take to go out with your friends, because honestly, your friends are your biggest asset at the end of the day. But like I said, time's too short. We never know. You can probably see your friend decline an invite, and the next day something just happened. You never know. But honestly, like I said, always remember the good times. Always remember, always stay positive, always stay clean, and always stay moving. And like I said, I wish I can go back to old times when I was a kid or when I was like a toddler, because I wouldn't have much stress as much as I have now. But later than now, you can say an adult, there's really so much stress because I have to work, I have to get a car, there's really so much things. I have to get a job that can make me satisfied, and one day I'll probably have to move out on my own. But honestly, that's something for another story. But when I get that experience, I'll sure have this camera. I hope that till this day. But honestly, this camera's done a lot for me, so like honestly, this ring light's honestly coming in clutch. I can actually see myself, and the quality just blew me on me. So I know my skills are coming out crazy, but yeah, I honestly like recording videos each and every day. But yeah, always remember the good times. You'd want them back, like you always want the past, but you can't take back the past, and you can always remember, you can always focus on the future, if that makes sense. But literally, honestly, just wish I can go back to my older self. Like literally, if my older self was watching this, or literally if my past self was watching this video, I wish to do some mistakes I wouldn't have been. I wish to be happy to do things I have. But honestly, it's a marathon, not a sprint. But you can take life one day at a time, take each step every day. And literally, like I said, always remember the good times, and always appreciate the good things and not the bad things. But I don't know where this video will go. I'm probably gonna keep it like about a 5 or 6 minute video, because I'm not gonna talk about. I just want people to remember the good times and know that that if you need help and you need anything to remember the good times. Remember that time, like for example, when you wanted to lunch your friend. Remember that time. That was a good blessing. Whether they paid for you, you paid for yourself. But just remember that's a good thing to have, and that's really the past. So the past you can always rely on for growth, courage, and charisma. Like honestly, your past may be your best friend. So, but think of it in a positive way. Don't think of it in a negative way. Like for example, let's say for example, I'm gonna give you an example of not really a good time, but think of it as a good time. Like let's say for example, like filling your test. If you fail a test, so what? You can probably retake it. There's many other tests to take. It depends on what that test is, whether it's a graduation test or whether the test is mandatory. But there's so many tests that you'll have to take in life. Honestly, that test or whatever, whether it's a knowledge test, whether it's a thinking test, there's so many tests out there. Honestly, if you study and prep and grind your butt off, there's always time for error. And when you make errors, you learn that with success. And like I said, not everyone's perfect, and you learn through failure, and you learn through growth. And honestly, I'm gonna give you all an experience of not really a good time, but a bad time, but it was a good time. Like for example, I failed the literacy test for on Toronto, you can say, and I failed it with 280, and then I was sad because I was going through mental depression at that time. I was going through mental trauma. There's so many traumas I was going through. I thought I failed the test, I kind of rushed it, and then I failed. When I got my results probably 2 months later. And literally, when I did a test the next year, I literally worked my butt off twice as harder because you want to pass that, so you gotta keep grinding each and every day. But honestly, keep counting your blessings. You can never go back to the good times or appreciate the good times, and or appreciate the past, because that past honestly now would be taken away. But yeah, just remember that God has sent you people on earth to vibe with you, to mess with you, and to bond with you. If you don't have friends, just know you have yourself. Like literally me, I love time with my friends, but I love my own alone time, if that makes sense, because I can literally focus on myself and literally focus on my past and see a vision within my own goals and aspirations. Like for example, like for the past, I remember I used to want to do YouTube and stuff. It's going slowly. I'm at 240 subscribers on my main channel. You can subscribe to that thing, baby. But yeah, I didn't really manifest that, but it's gonna go slowly, and I had to stop. And then I went on TikTok, and now I'm starting to pop off. So I didn't really manifest that, but literally you see routes through your past. So literally that's why you should appreciate the past, as there's always the good times. So really remember the good times like no other, because they'll make you stronger and make you want to go harder than ever and make you to who you are now in the future. But like I'm gonna say, although I'm probably repeating myself, I hope people can probably learn something. It's probably just know every day that God has a plan for everyone, and remember the good times, because they'll make you stronger, they'll make you go harder, they'll make you push through your dreams and goals, they'll make you strive for greatness, as God literally knows your plan and direction, and you just gotta find that and take time each and every day and keep pushing. But that's literally the first video for today. Hope y'all learned something about appreciating the good times and appreciating what you have around you. And like I said, it's already the 9-minute or 10-minute mark. Like I said, it's your boy, I call it Kadeem, and have a good day, y'all. Hope y'all learned something, and more videos coming soon.